This is cool. Just inside the portal here, you can see some of the names of the employees or owners as they would badge in and badge out. And then the portal extends in here, and yeah, that's fairly sketchy. We're gonna have to do some crawling to get into this one. Let's see what's waiting for us.
You think it's blowing through there?
I can't tell if it's blowing through or not yet. It's definitely, you know, cool air. All right, here's a first look inside the portal. You can see it's caved back there. It looks like we can get through that with a little bit of work. And there's tracks going in, so we'll see what's back there. Yeah, this material is really crumbly. I'm not going to spend much time in here. It's colorful, but it's not very strong. Okay, there's sort of an X here. I'm going to have to try and get through the middle of that X right there. So, well, let's just see what happens. There's cold air blowing on me, but it could just be air circulating through the mine, you know. Piece of quartz right there. Alright, this is a bit tight. Okay, looking ahead, I see tracks heading off, so I just need to get through this section. Okay, that was not too much fun getting through that. That's what we just came through, and you can see how all that material came down from up above, and it actually looks like they may have been doing some work up there, because that extends up a ways, more than I would have expected for the amount of material here. Anyway, I'm not going up on this what's left of these timbers. That's my way out. So let's see what's ahead of us here. Now, these timbers are in better shape, thank God. Huh. Large pieces of track. Looks like we're coming up on another collapse here. I don't know if I can get... Oh, it turns to the left. More track. There's a ladder made out of track. That's innovative. Miners are very innovative. Alright, this is actually fairly interesting. We've got the drift continuing that way. It looks like a stope in front of us. I'll check in a second. There's a chamber going off this way. Don't think there's track going back there. See the track there? So that may... A lot of quartz back here. Okay, that keeps going. See, there's some stuff back there. I will work my way back there. Oh man, look at that quartz. That is a solid vein of quartz right there. Wow. No wonder they're so busy in this section. Okay. So, I'm sitting on a big chunk of quartz now. There's quartz all around me here. And then, looks like there's a bunch of chambers and stuff going off that way. We'll check that in just a minute. Let's stick with right-hand rule for now. Looks like there might be a false floor here. So I'm going to approach this very carefully. And there's definitely a winds going down. So there's a ladder right, Jesus, that goes down a ways. There's a ladder right there, metal ladder, and drops down there. I can see it keeps going a little way down there. I can't tell, if that's just like a little pocket they carved out down there, if that actually goes anywhere. Now this is interesting. I didn't look at this yet. There's this unique wooden bridge right here. See, it extends over here. This is interesting. So the wooden bridge, of course, goes over the winds and allows access to workings back there, and also workings here. I can go over that. Not sure about going over the bridge. I think that's just a stope back there. I'll take another look at that in a minute. I'm not sure about that one. Don't really like the idea of going over that big winds in this somewhat rotten wooden bridge. In the meantime, let's see how far this takes us. Looks like it might just stop here. Actually, it kept going. You can see that's obviously a drift. It kept going, but it's collapsed completely. There's a ton of quartz in the ceiling. Look at all those veins. That's a lot of quartz. And then there's a pocket on the left there. Give me a second. Yeah, there's a pocket. They just followed back a little way there. And there's another look at that drift that we will not be able to go down. Alright, I think this bridge is pretty solid. I'm going to very slowly make my way across. You know what? I'm not actually. Okay, I started going across the bridge because I wanted to show you guys what was over there. And after my very first step, it started cracking underneath my feet. So even I have my limits, and that is one of them, because that winds goes down, I'd estimate about 40 feet, and I don't want to be at the bottom of it with a broken leg. But I stepped down here to take a look at things, and I realized I could look all the way in there, and it's just a little pocket chamber they cleared out, so there's absolutely no reason for us to go back there anyway. Okay, I've come a little ways down that winds, and you can see all the quartz around me. This is all just solid quartz, so no surprise they're coming down here. Here's the view up. You see underneath that bridge right there, and that's where I've started coming down. The ladder's getting a bit shaky. Actually, it's getting really shaky, and that's getting vertical, just about. And I tossed a couple of rocks down there, and it sounded like they kept going. So in other words, they pushed a little pocket straight ahead that way, which is what you can see there. But it sounds like it keeps going down underneath me this way, if that makes sense. It's sort of, I guess it forms sort of like a C shape, whereas I'm on the top of the C, and then it bends around and then continues underneath me. Given how shaky this is, and rusty and vertical, I don't really feel the need to keep going down just to see the bottom of the winds. I've seen plenty of those before. There's just going to be some rock down there, nothing too special. So I'm going to wrap this one up here, but I did want to show you guys, or tell you guys what the deal was here. We came in from, you can see the rail right there, and a ton of quartz too. Let's just go check these chambers out real quick in case they go anywhere. See, that's one of the openings right there that we looked through. Got a decent sized stope right here. Looks like it dropped down farther. I'm not going to walk on that because that could give way. Oh wow, this is a pretty big stope actually. You can see it extends up there, and also see the stole right there, also keeps going up there. Man, I think I can get up there. Okay, there's the area I was working to get up to. I can see from here that it doesn't keep going though. There's a pocket right there, and they cleaned out a bunch of quartz right here, but it doesn't keep going. And I could get across this rock wall here, but it's pretty slippery, and it is kind of a ways down. So I don't see any reason to push it when I can see what's up there anyway. So I'll head back down, and we'll continue that way. Okay, I just came out of that chamber there, that stope chamber. This is where we entered this section from, and here is a view toward the main drift. Excuse me, the main adit, the main haulage adit is through those openings there. Down here, you can see there's a fairly large pit there, and that extends up into a pretty good sized stope chamber there, and of course that connects to the stope we saw in the other room up there. Hopefully you guys can see that the opening there. That runs into the other chamber that we saw in the other room. You see the stole right there bending under the pressure. You see the hoses going up there too. Interesting. And then here's a better view. That's the track I was following in. So obviously there's more stuff continuing that way. We'll check that out in a minute. In the meantime, I wanted to show you this behind me. You see there's another false floor here, and it drops down there, and just trying to get a good view of it for you. Drops down a ways there. I can't see the bottom of that. So hold on, let's do the rock test. Okay, just stopped. That's a lot deeper than I realized. That goes down a long way. I'm definitely not going to be walking on that. You can see they cleared out a little chamber right there, and then there's a drift here that goes back and then just stops right there. So that's it for this little section, and of course this goes way down beneath me, but that's not even an option at all, even for me. So I will turn the camera off and rejoin you in the main haulage adit. Okay, there's looking back toward the portal. That's the section I just climbed out of, and here's one of those openings that led down to that pit there. You see some of the tools there, and see that corner pocket right there? That keeps going down a long way, real long way. And then there are actually more chambers over here, which it was not possible to access from the other side. So let's go check those out real quick. Sorry, my footing's a little unsure here. Okay, another stope above us with a ton of quartz again. A lot of quartz back here. Wow. And then in front of us, there's a little drift here. Does it go anywhere? Okay, looks like it goes around bends. Okay, so around the corner and then just stopped right there. And I'm just checking to see if that's a collapse. Yeah, that's a collapse actually. I didn't end there originally. That's all collapsed. So you can hear my voice echoing a lot more, so that's supposed to be a good sign for the quality of the rock here. Okay, I just came from there, and let's see where this main haulage adit goes. Bend into the left now. Looks like there are more chambers up here. Alright, there's a stope up there. Looks like it might go up a fair ways. Yeah, see how it extends up there. And then this section terminates there. That's not a collapse, it terminates there. You can see all the rail leading to that. Then there's this one, which has big rails, and that also terminates right there. Although it looks like there might be something here to the left. Now they went a little way to the left, but that's it. Alright, so while I was in the main adit we just saw, Mr. McBride was out finding another adit, as he does so often. This is the trail leading into it. You can see the large waste rock pile here, and this actually washed out through there. The mine that we just explored is about right there, so I'm sure that this connects because there are those big winzes going down, and I would bet quite a lot that they connect inside here. There's Mr. McBride going in ahead of us. I love this portal here. Like almost looks like a big keystone or something right there. That is really neat. Really solid too. Of course, those are famous last words. It's probably gonna come crashing down on me now that I said that, but it sure looks solid. And it's dry too. I mean, this is just, well, what more can you ask for? Kind of skinny. I love these natural timbers, man.
Dude, aren't they badass?
They're
pretty recent. I think that they were just added on to.
yeah.
These are really recent.
These are really neat.
Hey, there's a drift going, or wings, or sorry, a stope or something over here. That's just maybe a little crevice. Now I get in there and look. But look at the quartz as you're coming in here.
Oh, there was so much quartz in the upper one. It was unreal.
These bands are just, I mean, they like things and circle the entire.
Oh, it looks like they had the strips because they got the wood here.
Yeah, exactly. And this wood goes all the way back, dude.
Nice.
They dug up way up here too. I mean, they were like, this kind of reminds me of the BFE right here.
Oh wow.
That.
Oh yeah, that does go up. They're cleaning out little pockets here.
Yeah, exactly. What's weird is, okay, notice the rock is not like really rust stained in there.
No.
You know, like what we normally associate it with, you and I would like.
With the iron, yeah.
That's why we're not miners of this.
I get the remains of some timbers here.
Yeah, same right here, and you see where they were across the roof over here. Something there's some wood left over here. Right here it is.
Yeah. That good little mine here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And the bear tracks in the entrance. Did you see those?
Yeah, I did see the bear tracks.
They look pretty fresh, so I was not too.
I don't hold it against a bear if I wants to explore a mine.
That looks like a little bit of blue weed right there.
It does.
Nice colors.
Yeah. Anyway, we're mine explorers. Can't hold against a bear if it wants to explore.
No, bear wants to come in here and take a nap. Yeah, he looks a little bold. I gotta stop his ass.
There's some of the metal that would go on top of the strips of wood. Oh wow, this is really cool.
Yeah, this is all. all these timbers were. I'm sure there was like a few square sets in here.
I love that pillar right there, though. How cool is that?
That's badass. And then I'll let you go and check out that. There, you can see that's probably where one of your winches ties in.
No question about it. I guarantee that's so perfectly in line with where I was. I guarantee you that ties in.
Man, there's some rich mineralization in here.
The quartz up above was unreal. Yeah, I think actually I started going down a winze that was about here, and I'll bet this is the one that was. I was tossing rocks down it, and it sounded like it hit this kind of material at the bottom, so I bet that's it.
Man, there's lots of quartz in here.
Good stuff.
It's all quartz. I don't want any slabbing. That's for damn sure.
See some of that slate-looking rock right there.
But see, I think these were all square set in here with lagging.
That's quite possible. Yeah, well,
because I mean, look at the way that
the way it's the ceiling's composed. Yeah.
See, there's some pretty good fracture in there. We're pretty close to the Malonas, aren't we? In this area.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This is all. I wonder how far back that went.
I don't know, but see that's a good size. That's a good size drift that way because that. Did you see where it was kind of open on the side over there too? On the it kind of goes back and then like kind of opens out until it was.
Yeah, I did see that.
Now check this. That's the one that keeps going back there. You'll see where the.
There are a lot of false floors in the one up above.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Really like rotten.
Yeah.
That's scary. Did you do some jumping?
One of them started cracking underneath me, so I decided not to go on that one.
Shit.
See this fault on the left? That's wild.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
That is really cool looking.
No, not only that, but do you notice how, even though we're in here and it's cicada, it doesn't feel stuffy?
Nah, it feels...
So there's probably a small amount
of air coming through, yeah.
I'm guessing.
I told you I thought I felt airflow up above.
Doesn't it feel like that here?
Yeah, it does. It's nice and cool and feels like there's somewhat of a breeze. Yeah, I wonder how far this went.
Look up I climbed up the top and it goes up and over and it's open on the other side.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I want to wait till I had somebody else in here for it. Let's see if I can into doing it for.
Jesus. Okay, that's where I just came from, and I clambered up on top of this debris pile that came down.
Lightly scampered.
Lightly scampered, well put. And you can see it kept going, but there's absolutely no way we're going to get through that. That is just done. So, I'd love to know how far it went, but that will be for future generations. Okay, I'm up above the Adit. I just went in, and you can see, I guess you would call this a shaft since it connects to the surface. A very small shaft dropping down into the workings where we just were. Not sure exactly where that, I don't even know if that does connect actually, but this is directly above where we just were, so I'm assuming that drops down, but who knows. It could just be a small little prospect shaft they cleared out. There's a big surface, big bit of surface mining they did over there. It's in the center of the screen where it's leveled off. They took a big chunk out of the mountain around the bend there. So there must have been a lot of quartz here that they were chasing for them to do this much work. Alright, I'm up above the mine now, and there's some cool buildings here. There's a cabin right there. There's Mr. Nibbles right there. So there's a cabin right there. Some sort of workshop right there. I haven't checked any of this out yet. Looks like they even had some kind of running water here. Which is interesting because there's no water in the mine, but barbecue, or I mean, grill. Those are some great, look at the chair. There's one here. That's pretty cool, but this one takes it to the next level. I like it. It's in good shape, but it looks like it's been, probably, I would say at least 5 years since somebody has been down here, judging by the state of things here. Okay, I came around the back side of the cabin now. There's a view of it. Another view of the workshop. barrels here. Lots of equipment back here. This looks like it's seen better days. A lot of wood in here. A lot of wood in here. Oh, that's a cool wood stove. Look at that wood stove. I like that. See, I see some pipe and hose, mine stuff. But mostly this is just a lot of wood. Big fan right there. Huh. There's some more stuff over here. Although this stuff looks like it's seen better days in the distant past. There's Mr. McBride. He may have found something interesting since he was wandering around down here. Did you find anything down here?
No, that gravesite over there though. It's not a bed frame.
That would qualify as something interesting.
Nibbles, come here. That's a grave, dude.
That's really interesting. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else it could possibly be other than a grave.
I mean, dude, seriously.
There's the buildings and such right there.
That's kind of creepy. I mean, it's cool. It's a beautiful spot, especially when the trees were gone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look at it. You're right over. You're looking over the whole, canyon.
That is true.
But bro, this is a. I'm gonna have to go out on a limb here and say that is somebody's burial site.
I mean, it's been here a while, obviously.
How long, dude? That's some old wrought iron.
I would love to know the story behind this.
Probably the original owner or the original.
Yeah, I'm just curious how old it is and all that kind of stuff.
That wrought iron is from before the 50s.
Wow. Big trees back here too, huh?
Yeah.
That one right there.
That one in the middle is probably the original, and those two up the side. Everything else,